was just announced that 41 out of 44 of the Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. So this is great news not only for the Indiana Fever, but also for the WNBA, right?
The WNBA is entering a new era. In a historic move, the league just announced that 41 of the Indiana Fever's 44 games this season will be broadcast nationally, the highest in WNBA history. To put this into perspective, the defending champions, the New York Liberty, will have only 32 nationally televised games.
Such an incredible moment on a global scale for our game, for our players.
It's like the fans are absolutely incredible. It's the same when we go on the road. Like there's so many people that are showing up in Fever gear. It's really affecting, teams all across our league, which is a really great thing. And, really, I think we're just scratching the surface.
I will always embrace it. I don't think any of us will ever take it for granted.
Caitlin Fleury. Ooh, there could be some more coming.
The atmosphere is electric here.
This isn't just a scheduling decision, it's a seismic shift in the sport, and the reason behind it can be summed up in 2 words: Caitlin Clark.
Mentioned that a little earlier this season, which it warrants enough to finish out the last
Step back, hits a three.
The 22-year-old sensation isn't just playing the game, she's transforming it. She's breaking attendance records, dominating viewership charts, and igniting passionate debates across the sports world.
Media have started to hate on college players, in particular Iowa's Caitlin Clark, with articles being written such as "Make basketball black again" in response to her large fan base. In this video, we are going to look at WNBA players and the media hating on Caitlin Clark.
So why are so many people eager to downplay her achievements?
And somebody was coming in and bringing millions of people, I would be excited about that, because you know what? That's a chance for me to impress millions of people who weren't watching before. And there's a lot of women in this league who don't have that kind of envy and jealousy and this kind of secret club mentality that they only want certain people to be a part of.
The numbers speak for themselves. Clark's debut last season attracted 2.22 million viewers for a regular season game, surpassing the WNBA Finals. Fever merchandise sales eclipsed the entire league combined, and road game attendance surged by an astonishing 87%.
Over that left shoulder. Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits a three.
Networks aren't just betting on Caitlin Clark, they're profiting from her rise. The WNBA's 48% revenue spike is proof of her impact. Yet, as the Fever become the league's hottest ticket, the backlash is intensifying. Detractors call it favoritism, and veterans argue that marketing is overshadowing merit. But here's the reality. Clark isn't being handed anything, she's earning it. And her meteoric rise is exposing a much larger battle unfolding in women's sports. Want the full story behind her takeover? This is the deep dive you won't find anywhere else. We're breaking down the fiery debates, the undeniable numbers, and why the WNBA's future may hinge on this very moment. Smash that like button, share with fellow fans, and subscribe, because history is unfolding right before our eyes. From underdogs to undeniable, the Fever's rise has been nothing short of extraordinary. Not long ago, they were an afterthought, playing in front of empty seats, overlooked by ESPN, and stuck in a cycle of losses. Now, they're the hottest ticket in sports. This transformation isn't just remarkable, it's unprecedented. Just ask the Chicago Sky. They had to relocate 2 home games to the United Center, home of the Bulls, just to accommodate the overwhelming demand to see Caitlin Clark in action.
So Caitlin Clark obviously has been a hot button topic on this show and took the WNBA by storm last year. Now her team is going to have 41 of their 44 games nationally televised, while the reigning champs, the Liberty, only have 32. Was this a fair move by the W?
I think it's 2 things. I mean, obviously people want to watch Caitlin play, and so you have to put the people on TV that people want to see. But at the same time, there's stars all over the league, and you want good basketball as well. Obviously, Indiana, especially with their free agents, they're gonna be a great team. But to not have the defending champs on TV more, I think that is.
The Dallas Wings upgraded to the American Airlines Center, and even the Atlanta Dream, who amusingly blamed a scheduling conflict, suddenly needed the Hawks Arena when Caitlin Clark came to town. This isn't just hype, it's a revolution. The Fever's dominance on TV is just as striking. While powerhouse teams like the Aces and Liberty battle for around 30 national broadcast slots, Clark's squad secured a staggering 41. No WNBA team in history has ever come close to that number. Networks aren't making these moves out of generosity. ESPN, ABC, and CBS are following the money, and Caitlin Clark is bringing it in. Last season, every Fever game was a ratings sensation, drawing an average of 1.2 million viewers, 3 times the league's typical numbers. Even Angel Reese's highly anticipated matchups couldn't match that. The message is clear. America isn't tuning in for drama, they're tuning in for dominance. But here's where things get complicated. The Fever's success has uncovered a harsh truth that the WNBA's old guard wasn't prepared for. For years, the league has been clamoring for larger crowds, bigger salaries, and more respect. Now that Caitlin Clark is delivering all of that, some are starting to feel uneasy with the intense spotlight on the league. 11. Veterans grumble about fairness while franchises race to catch up. The Fever didn't just break the mold, they set it ablaze. And now the fallout is landing on everyone who underestimated them. Caitlin Clark isn't just dominating on the court, she's generating revenue. Her jersey sales outpaced the entire WNBA's combined total last season. Fever home game attendance jumped by 39%, while road game members skyrocketed by 87%. The draft, once a niche event, exploded to 2.5 million viewers when Clark entered, marking a staggering 374% increase.
12 on the two. Closed out by Engstler. Up jumper. In and out. Berger, the rebound. Focus. 3 seconds. Berger. Off the mark. And
the ripple effect is even more significant. Player salaries are soaring, with the WNBA recently announcing a 53% pay increase and a 50-50 revenue split. Milestones that players have fought for decades to secure. And who made it possible? Caitlin Clark. Sponsorships are soaring, media deals are growing, and even the WNBA's harshest critics can't deny the numbers. Clark's games generated more than half of the league's national TV revenue last year. And here's the kicker, without her, this financial boom wouldn't even be possible.
Chant by the Sparksman. 6 on the shot. Clark, a deep throw. That is her.
Instead of unity, there's growing tension. When Caitlin Clark's name is mentioned, some veterans roll their eyes and grumble about the hype. But let's be honest, if Angel Reese or Aja Wilson were putting up these numbers, they'd be getting the same level of attention.
How do you guys, speaking of like the connotations of the WNBA, like, and the big conversation about WNBA salaries and all of that that's been going on, what is like your, from a player and from players in general, like your teammates, what is that opinion and how do you guys handle all those conversations?
It's so interesting because I think that, we talk about the CBA, right? So the collective bargaining agreement, and in the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. You see these every year, these contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where the, if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA.
The truth is, Clark's success unsettles the old guard because it proves the WNBA doesn't need gimmicks. It needs superstars who captivate the audience. 7.
And you open up your Yahoo, you're going to see WNBA playoff viewership down now that Caitlin is out. And is that somewhat factually accurate? Yes. It's not accurate. Viewership numbers with Caitlin Clark are astronomical. She is a big draw. Yeah. She brings in all the things. We know this. We've said this. And yes, the games where she's not playing have low.
The real irony? Clark's impact is raising everyone's game. Look at Aja Wilson. She's securing bigger endorsements. Sabrina Ionescu's three-point contest showdown with Steph Curry went viral. The league's 48% revenue surge means more money for all players. Yet some still push back. Why? Is it fear of change, jealousy, or just the shock that a 22-year-old rookie accomplished in one season what they couldn't in a decade?
CBA is coming up soon. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
Y'all got to deal with something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us.
Well, they are. They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the meetings.
I got to get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility, for real.
The tension is mounting. While fans and networks celebrate Caitlin Clark's rise, whispers of resentment are growing louder in WNBA locker rooms. Why does she get all the attention? Some veterans murmur, we've been grinding for years. Even reigning MVP Aja Wilson has made subtle comments. I'd happy for the league's growth, but let's not forget who built this. The message is clear. Clark's rapid ascent feels like a slap in the face to those who carried the WNBA when it was struggling for visibility. The NBA Global, if you're ready to see this league take over the world, share this now. Your friends need to know what's happening. Subscribe or miss out. We're bringing every update live. The revolution is now. Are you